Dun da da dun dun da da dun 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 dun. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. And today we have a strange topic. I fell down a rabbit hole and I couldn't get up. Okay, well, actually, no, it is a real topic we are going to cover today. I did some more research into Google Moderator, and it turns out another person was doing research into Google Moderator as well. Now, me and her are trying to get together to cover this as a collaborative project. So, the first thing I want to do is I want to show you the video from her. Gothic Drinko. What's up, Michelle? Okay, well, we're going to talk about Google Moderator. It turns out originally it was a software program from Google, of all things. And what happened was in 2015, the software was terminated. Well, there's a Google Moderator program still running on YouTube to this day. And I'm going to show you a video. And I asked the woman for permission first because I want to show you this. Because you guys, the computer people in the group would understand this, but the non-computer people may not have a clue of what the heck I'm talking about. She even
tools that they can
gets into stuff that I don't even understand. Okay. But I wanted to show you what she shares here with Google Moderator. And as I tried to do, I tried to give the site, the sources and things like this. Because this is really very interesting. And if you say to me, Michelle, it's still early in the morning. Please, for the love of Pete, we let us sleep. We're just waking up. We're not ready for conspiracy theories. Yeah, well, I don't think it's going to be long to discuss this. As soon as I get the screen on the screen. So let me get the screen up. Come on. Alright, first of all, let me change the screen here. I don't want this window. Yeah, good. Change this one out. And yes, to that question, add window capture. God damn it, I love doing this. Okay, so let's call this window capture 2. I don't really have any window captures. Well, I do, but they're just a lot of them. But anyway, I want to show you her report, even though it's not much of a video in its own right. Okay, so she points out that there is somebody, and here we go. There's somebody in Google Moderator is being hacked by some people. I don't know anything about the software enough to really say if this is conspiracy theory or what. But I'm going to let her describe it to you. Unfortunately, she shot this in portrait, so it's going to look kind of weird. But let's go through and play this, and then we'll discuss it together. Okay, let's get started. Okay, oops, wrong screen. All right, here we go.
June, because I feel like something here is going to like.
So I'm on here right now to talk about Google Moderator. Okay, Google Moderator is not real. I keep posting on this girl's page, Daisy. I'm trying to get in touch with you. And they just keep deleting my posts, is from what I saw here. But what I see is that Google Moderator is not real. I'm going to say hey to Daisy. I don't know if they're going to take it off or not. So that's pretty weird. So they put my post in between the post where my post was. But anywho, let's go ahead and take a look here. So for targeted individuals, I really think you should take a look at this page. if you're into this kind of stuff. This girl is a targeted individual. She is really dope. And I think you should check out her page because she's talking about spirituality for those of you that like to go there. I like to go there to get an aspect of all. Her page name is Professional High Priestess. She's a targeted individual. You should definitely check her out, get some mental clarity, and, it's kind of therapeutic. You can kind of get some relief there to see what's going on with you from a different angle, especially if you're dealing with cases. Nonetheless, let's look at what we're talking about here, which is this Google fucking moderator. So who is Google Moderator? We looked this up, but I just want you all to see what I'm talking about here, because this person just doesn't exist. These people have hacked into the system. This is a perp. They have hacked into the system of Google using the TCL Google bypass, and they are using all of the tools that they can with the software. Now, remember Ms. Jai Lee, who works with Stanford University. She is an ex-analyst for Google AI, okay? And she resigned, I believe, a year ago or two, or maybe even 3 at this point. Don't quote me on that. But as you can see, Google Moderator was a Google service that used crowdsourcing to rank user-submitted questions, suggestions, and ideas. It was launched on September 25th, 2008, and shut down on June 30th, 2015. So what has happened? Google, you please be advised that someone is in your system who I believe to have connections to Jai Lee, who's one of your ex-AI department specialists that works with Stanford University, who is communicating back and forth with Alibaba and blockchain about human metadata, which is being stolen from the pictures and from our voices and things of that nature, put into the frequency scanner as radio frequency communication and communicated back and forth through the BGP network. Now, they have went into our systems, each one of your customers, and actually what they've done is use the TCL bypass system. And throughout that, they have also hacked into the Jason Kung's Launcher 3 app using QuickStep to remote control our devices. So this is what is happening. This Google Moderator is, in fact, operating with these people in the telecommunications field that are assisting these perpetrators in hacking out people's computers, pictures, and intellectual property for metadata and for API blockchain transactions back and forth to Alibaba, as well as some places in California, and also some places that I will not note due to the investigation that's going on. But what I'm putting out there to suggest for you, Google, is that you investigate who exactly is using this service. If the system was shut down, you're being notified that right now, you even saw, or maybe saw on Bobby's videos, SHP's videos, that where during the live, her questionnaires were shut down. The Google Moderator kept deleting our post, as well as the Google Moderator has deactivated it so that you cannot see SHP's live chat any longer after the video is over, unlike other channels that are on YouTube a lot of times. So they're doing a lot of hacking, coding, and disabling information from your systems, Google. So this is important information because those that think you are connecting with others online, especially on YouTube, and you're posting comments and wondering why no one has gotten back in touch with you, this could be a main source of why. So just wanted to let you know this Google Moderator is a fake. It was shut down on June 30th, 2015. So this person, or this group of people that is in this system for Google Moderator, are in fact stealing Google's intellectual property or misusing it, as well as stealing our intellectual property and playing with our intellectual property that we post within the YouTube to communicate with others. So they're messing with our communication lines. So that is the information for now, and I'll be back later.
Okay. Yeah, so she may be a white hat, but I'm a white hat in my own right. I'm actually a white hat in multiple ways. The reason I have the screen set like this today is I want to show you in case Google Moderator pops up. Normally I see when Google Moderator starts hiding posts and things in the live streams, but I never get a chance to see when Google Moderator hides comments in messages. I just often see a message will be posted to me on my email, and then when I go back to look at reply to it, it's gone. Okay, so people like Pop, that's not uncommon. He does that all the time. But, so I figured you can see what I'm seeing, so that way you can verify if you see your post start getting hidden, that you can figure out where they're going to. That's why I'm sharing this link this way, because that way we can see who's doing what. Okay, who's doing what. Absolutely very amazing to think about. And I contacted her, and she said that she will join us on one of the shows. I asked her if she would like to try to make it this morning. She didn't get back to me. Probably it's a little bit early anyway. She probably might need a couple days because it is a weekday. But still, it's just bizarre. Okay, I mean, so lately, Acela Smith has run afoul of Google Moderator. Her first few messages were shown, but then she repeated the same messages the second time, and then the Google Moderator took out her second set of messages. Looking at the way we usually do with the restream replay from Streamlabs, you see here double set of posts. You don't see the set of posts that were removed by Google Moderator. So I figured we would just take the time to show you the screen that I see so that you can see what's going on here. I've had a chat, comments deleted by Google Moderator and one of your live streams. Yes, exactly what I'm talking about. If you ask YouTube who Google Moderator is, they can't tell you. They don't know. Okay, now there is another kind of content moderator called a content moderator, which is both an AI and a human being. These are people. They are assisted by software, i.e., could be Google Moderator, could be one of the software programs that has been repurposed to do that. But even that doesn't quite make sense, considering that a lot of innocent comments have been deleted and people don't know why. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know who Google Moderator is in the first place. I don't understand what the whole point of this is, and I'm going to also change this topic to news because that's really what this is. This is not a general blog post, but we will cover, of course, the blog. Well, it's not even news. It's entertainment, news, politics, know-how to study, science and technology. Yes, perfect title for the stream. Save it. Okay, and let me refresh my post on this side here so that I can see if my monetization is still on. Yes, it is. Okay, so the person, like I said, is going to try to make it to the show. I don't know which day. So we'll find out. Hopefully she'll come on. Now, what about the content moderators, human versions? What happens to them? What is their days like? I shared a couple videos on Discord, on news and videos about what happens with Google and Facebook's content moderators. These poor people are worn down by PTSD and other things because of the traumatic content that they have to view to determine if it's suitable for all audiences. And as a content creator, I'm going to make an honest effort, YouTube and Facebook, to not make you have to sit through my content. If you do, at least it'll be the content that you rather would enjoy instead of having to sit there and watch somebody beheading somebody or raping kids or some other horrific thing. I'm not into that anyway. But they have to sit there. A lot of them are independent contractors that come in and they work 8 to 10 hours a day just watching videos, and after the robots get to it first. The robots are the first line of defense, then it goes to the humans and the foxholes, and then the poor guys and gals have to sit there and sort through some of the most nasty stuff ever. Orbucks, the deletion status of that comment deleted by Google. I'm not sure about that, Bubba. It's possible her mods here are playing games with the stream also. Well, right now, I don't think so, because, first of all, I don't have any mods called Google Moderator. Okay? YouTube lets you change your name of your channel. They're going to let you change it that fast. If they did, you would think that if I search for a channel called Google Moderator, I would find it. But there is no channel called Google Moderator. So, comment was deleted by Google Moderator. Anyway, this is the trouble you will have to accept when you let... Guys, this existed even before Noodles came in here. Noodles is a human being troublemaker. Okay, completely different problem. This just answers one thing, but it doesn't answer everything. The first thing it says is something or someone outside of the normal chain of command doing this. Obviously, YouTube will tell you they're not deleting the comments, because they're probably not. But this here's a disturbing fact. If they can delete your comments, can they hide people? If they can hide people, can they hide whole channels? And without even YouTube knowing it, can they just delete a whole channel like poof? Next thing you know, you have a greasy stain on YouTube sidewalk outside of San Bruno. Because not because a YouTuber erased your channel, but some rogue piece of software did that YouTube doesn't even have any knowledge of. That's the question. And I don't know the answer to it, but I am curious. Though she found the answer, and she had found the most clear answer to it than I have on my own. And so that's why I'm wondering what's going on, because YouTube has been seeing this going on other channels too, where comments are deleted, but out the channel mod owner deleting them, or the individuals deleting them. Remember, People Peace is always deleting his own comments. So People Peace would be exception to the rule. He never seems to leave his comments run long. But usually he doesn't delete them in comments. He usually deletes them in live streams. But the thing is, what she's saying is, this software is also working with Alibaba. Now, what is Alibaba? Isn't it on a shopping site? TCL. Are we talking about the computer language, or are we talking about the manufacturer of cell phones? Or is it something else completely different? Well, can you just get modded, change your name to whatever nickname, and act like a bot? Yes, but there would show up as a wrench on Michelle's streams. Google Moderator doesn't even have a wrench. Right. Google Moderator isn't even blue. Okay, so that's the thing. Why I'm showing you the screen I'm seeing. Because if you look at the mods up here, they're blue, and they have a little wrench next to them. Google Moderator is white and has no wrench. Google Moderator acts like a game master, like in World of Warcraft kind of thing. He has a lot of power. That software can go in over YouTube security, over Google security. It's a rogue program apparently that has enough authority that it can override even the administration. That's scary. That's what I'm saying. If Google Moderator, notice I said Google, not YouTube. Google is owned by Alphabet. Alphabet also owns Google. Now you look at what Google's feedback say. It's not YouTube feedback. It's Google feedback. Right? But this moderator program has more power than even Susan Wojcicki. This thing can erase your channel, most likely, without even Susan Wojcicki having any control over it. You can't even... Do you see what I'm saying here? This thing is a rogue program that is roaming around. She mentioned blockchain. I don't understand how that works with Alibaba blockchain. But the point is, it's just... it's... I mean, I don't know how else to describe it. It's just weird. So I'm just gonna have to keep an eye on things and see what we can find out, because obviously at this point I am just as much in the dark as most of you are. I mean, Skynet probably understands some of this what she said, but I'm not sure exactly about everything she said about blockchain and frequencies or something. She's trying to give a simile or a metaphor. Still, I hate rogue programs, especially when memory leaks like Google Chrome will do. Well, sometimes Chrome will just basically crash and burn. I've seen that over and over, where sometimes Chrome will just fill up my hard drive with memory leaks, and the next thing you know, in the swap file, and then it's full. And then the computer, trying to protect itself, starts killing programs and unintentionally kills its own operating system. Which has done that many times. Yeah, blockchains are used for cryptocurrency. So you see what I'm getting at here. This is unusually strange. I don't know why this is even happening. For example, Krell, you're one of the people that were blocked. What did you do to get blocked? Typically, you're blocked too. What did you do to be blocked? I've had whole moderators blocked. I'm sure bots like that exist, but it seems more likely someone is messing with the channel. But they're not my moderators, though. Okay, they're not me. I've changed my password. I got two-factor authentication turned on. So it's not me. So who is it? Well, don't forget, you have to have two-factor authentication turned on if you moderated it. I mean, if you monetize anyway, to prevent rogues from taking over your channel. So, just okay. Well, so right now, we'll see if I can get her on the show. Maybe she'll jump in the chat. I don't know. We have our normal 10:15 at 11:30 in the morning meals and feet to do. There are a few channels who can't see my comments, and I can't see theirs, and neither of us had any black. The other. Right, exactly what I'm trying to get at, Bubba. Exactly what I'm trying to get at. So, could this Google Moderator actually kill YouTube? That's something that may sound like a joke, but actually the reality is, if this moderator has this much authority, this much power, who says it can't? Long ago, there was a bug when one individual somehow ended up with the command to delete all of YouTube. Instead of being a bad person, he reported it to YouTube and let them deal with it. But what if somebody else or a piece of software had the authority to do that, enabled by default in the software? That they could basically give YouTube a final exit, and that's it. You know, all files are gone, all databases are destroyed. YouTube would take weeks to recover from that. I mean, it's not even... I mean, it would scare me. I remember when I had a hard drive crash in my bulletin board many years ago on Thanksgiving. There was nothing I could do except basically try to restore what I could from backup tapes and discs and put the thing back together. But for YouTube, imagine if some software program did that. And of course, the software program quietly lurks in the background. What if it's not even running on Google servers? What if it's actually being run through and getting the information through a TCP or a UDS socket, or things like that? And just it's scary to think that it could be running on some other computer using open ports to get in to manage the system. No, the phones are not on for this show, Skynet. Let's not go there with the phones now. Not this time in the morning. We don't do phone calls in the morning show. However, I would like to have some people come on the show and cover this topic with me. So if you feel up to joining us, okay. EJT. Yeah, get you up there. See if we can get some discussion going on, because eventually I'm going to have to give her the Google Meet chat link anyway. She comes in, but right now I don't see her in the chats, and the chats are not limited to subscribers only, so that she could come on today, or she may not be free today, or she may actually have to schedule another day when she's free, maybe a Saturday. I don't know her work hours. I don't know anything about the individual. But I do know you, so let's get you on here. And also today is going to be a little warmer. Today is going to be a warmer day today. I can already feel the pervasive threatening heat ready to destabilize my world, and I'm not kidding. You know how I hate a hot day. I hate hot days. Okay. Today's expected high is supposed to be about 27, 28 degrees. Not exactly the kind of day for me, but, well, it's still cool. It's still in the morning. Right now, Ed's got the window fan blowing on him. He's in the kitchen right now doing his computer stuff. And we'll see if we can try to get a live stream with Ed in the near future on the porch. I don't know what tonight's going to be. Yeah, I know that I got it open so he can join us. Maybe he might know. So the thing is this the Google Moderator software that Google designed in the beginning, and then somehow it morphed into something different. See, that's the question. I mean, originally the thing was designed to do was to help create questions for discussion. So people could, have come up with questions based on user input, and then they would translate those into I take multiple questions together, or polls together, and then generate questions based on the information presented to it. And that's the question that I wonder. But where does the deleting comments come in now? That's the question. Where does the deleting of comments come into this picture? It doesn't seem like that was what Google Moderator was supposed to do. So, it's just weird. I mean, the fact is that it was designed to be a tool to help you to moderate channels. It's turned into this rogue robot that goes through and deletes comments and shows and polls. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. But obviously, that's what this thing is doing. Yeah. So now, here's the good thing. Today's show is the kind of show that I like to get into, where it's the meat and potatoes. That's why we do it on the morning shows. The night show on Saturday would have been a terrible day for her or me to discuss this. But the morning show would be perfect. She might want to do a video when it's more convenient for her, and then we could just premiere it. That's an idea also. I can't right now. Busy morning here, but thank you. Okay. Now, speaking of AIs, let's ask the other famous AI with the weather. What is the weather in Winston, Connecticut?
It's currently cloudy and 24 degrees in Winston, Connecticut.
Expected high is 28 degrees today, with 60% chance of thunderstorms. Tuesday, a high of 22, a low of 17, with 40% chance of rain. Friday, 50% chance of rain, high of 22, a low of 16. Saturday, 20% chance of rain, high of 26, a low of 17. So it's going to be warm again. Okay, a little bit, at least for the weekend. Sunday, 10% chance of rain, mostly cloudy, high of 24, low of 15. And Monday, 10% chance of rain, sunny, high of 25, low of 13. Tuesday, 20% chance of rain, a high of 26, low of 14. I'm not seeing anything close to 30 or anything like that, but it's still going to be a warm day. How does meat and potatoes got to do with the show? Oh, you said this is the kind of meat and potatoes you want to get into. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, really interesting twist. Now, as far as the human content, verification, moderation for live streams, or for videos, those poor people on YouTube and Facebook and other social media sites have a horrible job. It is not a job I would want to wish on my enemy. Because you have to sit there and watch whatever the robots can't determine, or if it gets escalated up to your desk, you gotta watch videos that are heartbreaking, sad, and terrifying. So, unfortunately for major social media sites like YouTube, there's also issues where you have a variety of international policies and country-specific policies you have to deal with. And it takes a lot of toll on you to watch all those videos. Thousands of videos a day, just sitting there and plopping your butt down in the seat watching videos. You would think that wouldn't be so bad. But the truth is, trust me, it is a long job. Especially for, what if you had to watch something like live streams? Let's say you were watching a 3-hour live stream because someone flagged it as, insensitive material. So you gotta watch through the whole live stream. And then, if you think the content really seriously goes against what your company wants, then you have to block it, delete it, terminate it, which they can do. Or if a video is flagged not suitable for advertisers, then you have to watch the video afterwards to determine if that's really the case. This video here, for example, would not necessarily be against suitable for advertising, but on the other hand, it could, because YouTube, Google might say, hey, wait a minute, Moderator was one of our products. You're talking about one of our software products, and you're not talking favorably about our old software product. Well, YouTube, Google, if you have any input on this, I'd love to hear it. I hope to get some answers too. So we'll see if we can try to get some people together in a group, from the lady that's doing the investigation to maybe get Skynet on the same panel. It may have to be recorded and played later because of work schedules. But it still would be really interesting to see if we can get this material together and do a full piece at it. Because like I said, I fell down a rabbit hole, and there's what we got. Now we have to figure out what's going on with that. If anybody has any other leads to the software program that she's talking about, I would definitely like to hear your take on it. You know, and people, it certainly would answer questions why people sometimes saying that they're seeing their comments deleted, and I haven't even deleted them, and it's not my mods deleting them. However, you'll notice that most of the mods right now don't have a wrench. Well, that was because we're trying to find out who's deleting viewers, subscribers, hiding them. We can't tell who it is. And so we're trying to find out who's doing this. And that's how we got stuck. How we got started with the Google Moderator thing was because the fact that Google Moderator has been in a few of our chats. Then, as I said, they have way more power than a regular moderator and even a channel owner. They can do all kinds of things to your video. They can terminate your stream probably. They could delete YouTube. They could probably certainly delete your channel.
Show your coffee's burning.
What's that?
Your coffee's burning.
Who is calling?
Your coffee's burning.
Oh, no, it's not coffee, it's tea. Oh, let me go get my tea. Okay, let me go get my tea. Before I forget. My tea is hot. Just water it. This is water. It's not coffee. So, anyway, the lady said that she would be on one of my shows. I don't know when she'll be on the show, but I don't know. Do you think that's kind of weird with the software doing that?
No, I don't have any idea.
That'd be like eBay automatically canceling all your options. I mean, you call eBay to ask what's going on, and half the time we don't know who deleted your options. We didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what Google Moderator is doing for people. There's been a lot of channels that were terminated. Nobody knows why. That's why I'm wondering if Google Moderator might actually be part of the problem.
It is, there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Huh?
If it is, there ain't nothing you can do about it.
No, except for promote awareness of it. And hope that somebody, Google, could actually check it on their side to see if such a rogue piece of software is running. And that's a security breach right there. Ugh. You want to go over with me up to the soup kitchen today?
What?
I said, you want to go with me up to the soup kitchen today?
No, I'm going back to bed as soon as I'm done what I'm doing here. I'm just only here.
All right. Let me see what someone says here. So let's go back here and prove a message here. Yeah, it's in the other room, yeah. So he's just playing around with his eBay in the other room. Just as I am here. All right. So now, that's the main topic for today. Now we'll get some minor topics to cover. I don't know about you, but we've covered a lot of the rabbit hole with the Congress and the stimulus and the budget and the debt ceiling, and it's one person said, "Why in the heck do you follow this drama?" It's not very exciting to watch, and you're right. Watching a bunch of old lawyers sitting there deliberating bills is as exciting as getting your teeth pulled. But on the other hand, there is something interesting in the stupidity that they do to try to come up with a bill when they know that there's a real serious problem, elephant in the room that they do not want to address, and that is the fact is that they have to raise the debt ceiling. Okay. So, and like I told It's Jimmy, I said, why don't they they need to get the Republican support. Given what you're saying about Manchin, said Mom, you can't expect that you're going to pass this legislation without the Republican support. You just need 51 votes to pass it by the majority. It doesn't have to be specifically Republican or Democrats. It would have been better and faster if they just did it. Just passed it. How you doing, Rachella? You missed us discussing today Google Moderator. Now, you can see one of my real moderators that still has her inch. And Google Moderator, like I said, doesn't have a blue and they don't have a wrench. So that's one thing that's the difference between Nightbot and Richella. And I'm good. How are you? I'm doing fine. This morning we covered Google Moderator. And we covered a video that was done by another YouTuber who said that she would like to be on our show to discuss what she has found in her fact-finding mission at the beginning of the show. I played her short video excerpt that she put up about what she found out about the thing called Google Moderator. And so, and she said to me that she would like to be on one of my channel or one of my shows, but she didn't tell me which day was good for it. Yeah, Google Moderator's at it again. But we now know, according to her research, that Google Moderator is not a human being. It's a machine. That is a rogue program, as she claims. Let me go back to that video again. Oh, where is it? I gotta reopen it. Alright, so let me go back to YouTube. www.youtube.com. I'll go back to my history. I'll play it for you because you may have missed it. And it's a little technical. And I'm not going to tell you something I don't understand about this program. But I will tell you. Let me pause this here. Let me rewind this tape to the beginning. And she was talking about a friend's channel. She was trying to post a message to a girl named Daisy, which immediately was erased by Google Moderator. And then she did her research into Google Moderator. And this is what we played earlier in the show. I'm just going to play it again for you who may have missed this. I'm just going to turn my caption so you can see this again. Always love to have my captions around. Just makes it a lot easier.
June, because I feel like something
Okay,
here is
guys.
too like.
Because I came in late.
So I'm on here right now to talk about Google Moderator. Okay, Google Moderator is not real. I keep posting on this girl's page, saying. Daisy. I'm trying to get in touch with you. And they just keep deleting my posts, is from what I saw here. But what I see is that Google Moderator is not real. I'm going to say hey to Daisy. I don't know if they're going to take it off or not. So that's pretty weird. So they put my post in between the post where my post was. But anywho, let's go ahead and take a look here. So for targeted individuals, I really think you should take a look at this page. If you're into this kind of stuff, this girl is a targeted individual. She is really dope,
Professional high
and
priestess.
I
I might
think you
want to
should
check
check
into
out her
that.
page because she's talking about spirituality for those of you that like to go there. I like to go there to get an aspect of all. Her page name is Professional High Priestess. She's a targeted individual. You should definitely check her out, get some mental clarity, and it's kind of therapeutic. You can kind of get some relief there to see what's going on with you from a different angle, especially if you're dealing with cases. Nonetheless,
It's
let's
Google
look at
Moderator. It's been
what
deleting
we're talking
comments in
about
here,
here,
Michele. That's why we're trying to find out
which is this
what they are,
Google
or who they
fucking
are, and she's going into detail
moderator.
in this.
So who is Google Moderator? We looked this up, but I just want you all to see what I'm talking about here, because this person just doesn't exist. These people have hacked into the system. This is a perp. They have hacked into the system of Google using the TCL Google bypass, and they are using all of the tools that they can with the software. Now, remember Ms. Jai Lee, who works with Stanford University. She is an ex-analyst for Google AI, okay? And she resigned, I believe, a year ago or two, or maybe even 3 at this point. Don't quote me
She's
on that,
saying
but
the
as you
same
can
thing
see,
too.
Google Moderator was
She's
a
saying the same
Google
thing
service
too.
that used crowd sourcing to rank user-submitted questions, suggestions, and ideas. It was launched on September 25th, 2008, and shut down on June 30th, 2015. So what has happened? Google, you please be advised that someone is in your system who I believe to have connections to Jai Lee, who's one of your ex-AI department specialists that works with Stanford University, who is communicating back and forth with Alibaba in blockchain about human metadata, which is being stolen from the pictures and from our voices and things of that nature, put into the frequency scanner as radio frequency communication and communicated back and forth through the BGP network. Now, they have went into our systems,
but the question is, how
each one of
powerful
your
are these
customers,
tools?
and actually what they've done is use the TCL bypass system. And throughout that, they have also hacked into the Jason Kung's Launcher 3 app using QuickStep to remote control our devices. So this is what is happening. This Google Moderator is, in fact, operating with these people in the telecommunications field that are assisting these perpetrators in hacking out people's computers, pictures, and intellectual property for metadata and for API blockchain transactions back and forth to Alibaba, as well as some places in California, and also some places that I will not note due to the investigation that's going on. But what I'm putting out there to suggest for you, Google, is that you investigate who exactly is using this service. It is, if the system
They're
was
more
shut
powerful
down,
than even YouTube's own staff.
You're being notified that right now. You even saw on Bobby's videos, SHP's videos, that where during the live, her questionnaires were shut down. The Google Moderator kept deleting our post, as well as the Google Moderator has deactivated it so that you cannot see SHP's live chat any longer after the video is over, unlike other channels that are on YouTube a lot of times. So they're doing a lot of hacking, coding, and disabling information from your system.
Well, let's let finish. It's not that long.
So
She's kind of getting
this
ready to
is
wrap it up.
important information, because those that think that you are connecting with others online, especially on YouTube, and you're posting comments and wondering why no one has gotten back in touch with you, this could be a main source of why. So just wanted to let you know this Google Moderator is a fake. It was shut down on June 30th, 2015. So this person, or this group of people that is in this system for Google Moderator, are in fact stealing Google's intellectual property or misusing it, as well as stealing our intellectual property and playing with our intellectual property that we post within the YouTube to communicate with others. So they're messing with our communication lines. So that is the information for now, and I'll be back later.
Okay, so now you said something Hobo, if Ali, Bobbit, and Blockchain are involved with Jason 3 and Quick Step, we are treading in dangerous water. Okay, so it sounds like a group of people that you're saying that are not exactly what I call nice people. Or something to think about, I guess. But still, clarify that for me, Hobo, if you would like to take the time to explain who are these people. I don't know who they are, so if you could give me a quick 411 of who Ali Bobbit, Blockchain are involved with Jason 3, and Quick Step. Because you know something about this, I don't. So, which might be related to what you said about 4chan, which I don't follow 4chan either. But if this is a software, they're using this software and they've been going around YouTube and stealing intellectual data, farming it for something. Even YouTube doesn't even know about this. I've talked to them; they don't even know who Google Moderator is, as far as they never heard of it being used in this way. Okay, so it's a rogue program that was shut down on June 30th of 2015. And now somebody revived it and called their little farming app or fishing app Google Moderator. And so that's what we started the show about. That's what the show is about. This morning, no, I haven't been here much in the past few weeks. I know that. I know you haven't been Black anyone. No, China could be involved. Yeah, China and private, hackers can be involved. She's acting as a white hat here. She's talking about something that would be a white hat warning the population that something's wrong. I don't see the commentator as doing anything wrong here. She's just warning people that this is happening. But it certainly is something to think about, as we are living in an age where all your information is readily available. That's, by the way, that's why we're using this chat program instead of the other one, so that you can see if Google Moderator magically shows up, and then you can see if they are doing that. But apparently they're also hiding people. They're deleting videos. They're deleting polls. The person was doing polls, and they were getting the polls deleted. She said that the high priestess was a targeted individual, which is related to what Hobo said. I think it was Hobo who said it about what he heard on 4chan, that the Google Moderator is targeting certain individuals. So, yeah, I wonder. Oh, I believe it. Because they said that she said that Google Moderator is getting into people's image collections as well. And Google Moderator is even more power than most of YouTube moderators do. Google Moderator could actually probably shut down entire YouTube. Probably could erase YouTube off the hard drives of the servers, and then your YouTube network has been terminated. No further reason given. No, that's very likely a possibility. So if you wonder why some things keep happening, there may very well be just that Google has been compromised and is not aware of it. Or maybe they're starting to become aware of it, and maybe they're not sure that's the best way to approach it. Part of them wants to keep it quiet because of fear of panic, but then they're not telling all the staff. Maybe the ITs, the highest levels, know about it. But maybe the software is not actually running on YouTube itself. Maybe the software is running on a server that has access to the UDP and TCP sockets through ports on YouTube. Very possible. Like I said earlier, it's really a scary thought. It's a scary thought. Yeah, Blaze and Leo asked you, Hobo, to clarify who these people are that you mentioned.
Michelle, where'd you put the walker?
What's that?
Where'd you put the walker? I can't find it anywhere.
The what?
The walker.
The locker?
Walker.
Oh, locker is right there by the storage bin. It's right by my storage bin over here, in the middle cabinet.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, it's folded up because I'm gonna be doing meals on feet in a little bit, so I gotta go down there with it. So, okay, so if you would like to please explain who is Ellie Babbitt and blockchain are involved with Jason 3 and Quickstep. Could you tell me anything about this people or this person? I believe blockchain is a process and Quickstep is a software program along with Jason 3. I don't know if Jason 3 is a person, but if you know anything, hobo, type it below, please. Also, Abby showed Ed. No, he just went in the bedroom to go take a nap. I gotta get ready to go to the soup kitchen in about 45 minutes. But I'd rather let that woman who said was going to be on your show come on. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm working to try to get her on. She said she would be on. But I got to find out what is convenient for her schedule. I let her know when live show is live. I'll send her a link to this show and see if she would be willing to come on and discuss this. Because after all, this is kind of like a primer. It sounded like she was doing this short expose for another person on her channel. So, I mean, I don't know who she was talking to, but I definitely think it's an interesting thought that get her involved here. Let's find out the story. And who here does not love a good controversy? Seriously. Things like this, I wish sometimes I actually had videotaped this or recorded this locally. Because, I don't know what YouTube is going to do with this stream. They might get scared and delete it themselves because this is really, really seriously frightening for YouTube. This is not a comfortable topic. To realize that their own software has been infiltrated, this is definitely something where YouTube is probably going to be, rightfully concerned. And I do think that maybe I'm going to have to make a copy of this stream, download it, and save it locally because I don't know how YouTube is going to react. Yeah, she said she would. But I mean, like I said, I'm concerned because YouTube could rightfully get really, really upset. And not necessarily because they're endorsing it, of course, but because that means that the harvest data is being harvested. In other words, they might be saying to themselves, wait a minute, someone's fishing us for data on people. Instead of us just fishing data on people, they're fishing data on us. Well, YouTube, I hate to say it, but what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and I think it's very disturbing. I also noticed I don't have a very good thumbnail in today's video. I gotta work on that. But really, somebody, really does have a valid concern here. So I'm still got a green dollar sign. That's good. So YouTube's robot hasn't determined my video to be unsuitable for advertising. But you know what, YouTube? I'm going to tell you what. Why don't we turn the monetization off for this one? This way, I can do the monetization afterwards. There we go. So we'll turn the monetization on later. All right, because this is big news, and this is a really serious problem, and I don't want everybody to think I'm doing this just for clicks. I mean, I want to cover the truth, and that's what my channel was supposed to do. So I voluntarily turned off the monetization. Okay? So, and I'll make sure it's off on this side here too. Because this is so big that I don't want to have to explain what's going on. It's just decent to turn it off right now. Just turn off the monetization for now. And I'll turn it back on later on if I can get this video. First of all, I'm gonna save this video. This is so serious. This isn't even funny. This isn't even. Yeah. Just take it with a word of grain of salt here. So anyway, today's video is also, we really don't have a good thumbnail. I need to work on a generic thumbnail for this channel. I don't have one. For some reason, my regular thumbnail disappeared. I don't know where it went. Yeah, part of me says Michelle, you should leave the advertising on. Yeah, but you know what, Lou? This is so long of a video that I really think it's going to probably be more important to get the facts out before worrying about the money here. There's not that kind of much money to be made on this. It's not got a huge number of views. It's got views, but it's not like, it's just very scary. So, let's see what we can find out. All right. Now, we might as well cover some other stuff too. One, like I said, there's also content moderators. This is different. These are both the human and the AI bots. These are real and legitimate tools that YouTube, Facebook are using. Both AI, first of all, to scan through most almost every video to determine what's suitable and not suitable content, and which spares a lot of human eyeballs the agony and the horrible scenes of bad stuff that goes on. I have a lot of empathy for the men and women that do this. They have to sit there and screen all the content on YouTube. Okay, you got my thumbs up for trying to do a good job. The content you have to sit through would make me scream for sure. As for myself, I will always do my best YouTube to always give the best content and keeping in mind sensitivity issues. I think that's something that I can pledge that I myself would never deliberately put content on my channel that would offend or hurt people, and I never will. Okay, I want people to know the truth, but I don't want people to be so horrified by seeing such graphic violence and so much vitriol on the internet. Really, it's me. So I know we don't have a lot of likes on this stream. We don't have a lot of hates either, but we're kind of in the middle. It's like some people like the conspiracy thought, but the truth is the conspiracy thought is really, really, really scaring. And I really wish to God I could say to somebody, hey, this is all fantasy, this isn't real, it's just somebody made it up, or some dark alley story or something. But due to what we know about the internet, the way it's all interconnected, it is not at all beyond any impossibility, considering we have black hats that are going out there and they are doing a tremendous amount of harm to people's channels. I think That is the one thing that really scares me. If you ever watched a movie called Caught in the Net, there was a movie that was on a film, and it would cover just this exact topic. That a woman found out some information, and some kind of a organization took it upon themselves to stalk her in real life, shutting down her access to certain sites. Certain information was being deleted from her computer, from her social media platforms. I watched the movie when it was out and when I was living in Willimantic, and I was very well aware that that was a reality. And because back then the internet was very young. So imagine, if you will, in 2000, 3 or 2, maybe 1998. I think it was 1998 that somebody could actually get into your computer networks and do that kind of havoc. For me, it was very sobering to realize that unless you have a hell of a good firewall, you are not going to be able to protect yourself against everybody, especially on social media. John, we are discussing something that I've already played the video twice of it. What has been found out about the software called Google Moderator is what we're talking about. If you go back and rewind the video, you will see where it covers this topic. And I'm not going to rehash it a third time because I'm going to be going soon and going to lunch in about 30 minutes. So that's what it's about. Rewind the videotape and watch the beginning. And if you want, because I'm not going to rehash it all over again. So the point is that there's a rogue piece of software that's doing this horrible stuff. Okay? And it's not run by Google. The actual Google Moderator was retired on June 30th, 2015. And so Skynet has an idea what's going on. Maybe he'll talk to me in private in a DM and we'll find out what the story is. He knows something about some of the details of this. A woman that actually did the expose piece and I are going to be doing a video together. Maybe an interview. I don't know if it's going to be live or if it's going to be a video that's taped and then premiered or what the case is. But we're going to try to cover this into more detail. It answers a lot of questions, but it brings even more questions because we don't know how Google Moderator, the rogue version, is still getting access to Google servers. That's all I can tell you right now. I turned the monetization off for now because I want to back this up to tape or make a local copy of it and store it somewhere safe. Because I think this video is like it's like a hand grenade. I got a feeling this is going to potentially explode in somebody's face, and I don't really want to be around facing all the shrapnel. But as a news channel, this morning show was supposed to be for news. This is a hot scoop, and I want to make sure we get the clear facts. And like I said, the monetization is not as important on this matter as is a regular show because this is not, for right now, at this moment, it's not going to make much money right now. But we will make money. We will make money. We will make money. But I think first I want to back this up first. Now, you guys have any questions? We'll try to answer them. But for you, John, I would just say watch the video. Go back to the beginning when we started. It talked about Google Moderator, and then you'll understand what we're talking about. And like I said, it's going to be a hot one today. It's not going to be super hot, but it's going to be hot enough that I'm already starting to smell kind of, sweaty and stuff like that. It's already humid outside. I might be doing a video this afternoon. We'll see what we can do with the video. If anybody has any questions they would like to ask, I will try to answer them as best I can. The first question people probably ask is, how did you find out about this? I Googled it. I Googled it. I actually looked for YouTube videos to find out if anyone else knows about this Google Moderator. First, I was finding out about the human moderators and watched on about the working conditions, and then I said to myself, wait a minute, they said that there's human and software, and then they talked about the Google Moderator software on computer videos and how you could use it for your presentations to help ferret out questions and stuff for future show discussions. And then I said, well, that'd be an interesting program to play with. And I find out it was officially disbanded in June of 2015. So, well, wait a minute. Now, who is Google Moderator that's still running around? It turns out that it is not the official Google Moderator software, which itself looked pretty simple back then. And let's see if there's any messages on my Discord page. I do see one. Let's see what it says here. Let's see. No. Yes. Oh, here we go. Let's see. It's in general chat, so... okay. I don't know any... Okay, I don't think this has anything to do with this discussion, but I'll throw this up on the air. Noodles1980 said Milton John is not the psycho others portray him to be. Long-running YouTube pioneer Milton John recently returned from a long sabbatical and has been regularly live streaming on his own channel, doing many guest appearances on other host panels to a largely positive review. So much negative attention has been given to this YouTube star by the community that newcomers didn't know what to make of him. Turns out this guy is an interesting fellow with great insight and level-headed opinions on the state of the community at large. We hope that this continues because he seems to be an asset to YouTube, our YouTube viewing day. I'd like to see Milton John discuss this Google Moderator thing. I wonder if he has run into this himself in his own channel. I wonder. Has he ever run into the same thing with Google Moderator? So if you go to the videos and news and video section, you'll see quite a few videos I dug up on the YouTube Moderator, Google Moderator, Content Moderator. You can check them all out. The last few were specifically about the AI we're talking about. So, check it out. You can't lose anything. You'll learn something new in the process. And like I said, I think this answers more questions. I mean, it answers a lot of questions, but it begs a lot of questions too. Number one, if YouTube/Google doesn't know what's going on, should they know? Should they be informed? If so, how do you inform them? First thing. Second of all, if they do know, why are they allowing it? Okay, that's a great question. So we got two different questions, and they're both pretty damn smoking mirrors right there. Oh, that tea is hot. Okay, so anyway, there's the two pieces of information right there. So, number one, If Google YouTube does not know what's going on, should they be told? Yes. If Google YouTube does know what's going on, why are they allowing it? The reason I say the first one, they should be notified, because the fact is that they're being phished. They're being phished. Just as they grab our metadata, this rogue is stealing their metadata on their subscribers, their videos, their comments. They're deleting comments. They're deleting channels. Sometimes YouTube doesn't even know why channels are being deleted. And then they try to go back and they try to recover the channel, and then they find that they can't recover the channel because something in the system will not let them restore some channels, even though the channel did nothing wrong. Okay. So this Google Moderator apparently is as powerful as a game master in a video game. They have a lot of clout, whoever they are. How you doing, Gianni? Good morning to you. Maybe we can have some happy story for like 20 minutes. So the other thing, we covered in the news. Are they gonna raise the debt ceiling, or are they playing chicken? Chuck Schumer is rightfully saying to the Republicans is, look, we have to do this. We have to raise the debt ceiling. We have to come up with a budget for the beginning of the fiscal year on October 1st. Don't you have anything done? That's like a question I keep on. Now, we all know that the Democrats want the stimulus bill to be completely funded. Okay, especially Joe Manchin wants them to completely fund this bill with their own money and not from borrowing money to do it. And they're like 500 billion short. Okay, to do that on their own. What I'm keep saying to myself is why don't you guys work with the Republicans? And sure, there's a few Republicans that would work with you. I'm sure Joe Manchin would like to see some Republican support. The reconciliation process doesn't mean it has to be, strictly Republicans can't vote at all. Of course they can vote. And it doesn't mean that all Democrats are necessarily going to vote yes. It means that the majority vote must happen. A simple majority of 51 to 50 has to happen. But right now, as it is, if they don't start doing something quick, it's already the 15th, guys. And you know what? I hate to say this, but you got 15 more days to come up with this before the government shuts down on October 1st at midnight. Why are you not doing anything about it? Why are you sitting on your hands? Well, I hope I figure it out too, Blazing Leo. We can discuss this again in the inner sanctum, because I think this would be a great topic to continue what we're talking about in the inner sanctum, so that all the moderators on both Discord and YouTube can get together and cover this. Even if you have temporarily have your wrenches removed, you are still moderators. You will be restored to full power as we go. If we determine it's not one of us here that's doing the deleting or hiding of comments, then I'm going to restore them one at a time and see what happens. And if you guys find anything out too, please do bring it up. I mean, there might be somebody, you guys might land on a piece of information like Hobo dropped an interesting hot goober in my lap, and now I have to figure out who is this person that he's talking about, Bobbit and stuff like that. I think we need to look more into detail into this. And because, for example, who is Bobbit? Who's Jason 3? Is Jason 3 a person? Or is it a software program? The other two sound like a software program, but I know blockchain is not or blockchain. There's a blockchain. Is probably a group. So again, this is the stuff that we dig up, and we need to know more details. Remember, I don't start out stupid. I start out with a lack of knowledge, and then I have to look things up, and then as I go, I put together the pieces the best I can to come up with an answer that makes sense. And so this is where I need my support, my helpers. You know, sometimes if they find something, you guys can bring it up to the inner sanctum if you're a moderator. If you're not a moderator, you can bring it to me privately by my contact and my email. If you want to discuss it with me in private, I'm going to post my email again. Okay, I'll just type in mail to people who buy Night by Black. My personal email is bichala3@gmail.com. If you are not a member of my Discord, join it. And most of you guys are my regulars anyway, so you already are a part of my mod Discord. And also, do check out my Patreon page too. So, let's try to find out what's going on here. This is definitely a community project. If you guys find something I don't know, please bring it up. I will do my best to try to respond to your questions in a timely manner on private email or in a DM on Discord. So, I'm getting kind of tired. I mean, my throat's getting a little dry right now, too. I think it's because of the talking so much. By the way, the song I was singing or humming it and vocalizing earlier was from Broken Crest. Or is it Dynasty? Dynasty! At the beginning of the show. As far as funny thing is Facebook, even when I vocalize the song, Sony Music Entertainment gets involved and claims it's got a copyright on it. Gee, that's interesting. How come I never sold that CD anywhere? Michelle vocalizes music for TV shows. Oh, that'd be kind of cute, right? Would you really want to listen to 20 tracks of that? I don't think so. But, alright guys, so I'm going to get ready to end the show a little early because it is getting warm and we've covered everything we could. Yeah. I know the song you're talking about, yeah. Do 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 dun 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 dun. Yeah, yep, that's the one. Yep. Somehow I got the song. This sounds like more appropriate for Magnum PI. Get the idea. Anyway, the thing is guys, really, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. What was it Adam Savage says about the songs in the 70s? In my case, it would be the songs in the 80s. My brain is packed with music. There's no more room. Right. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I am going to relist this video as monetized, but I'm going to first of all want it back to sing up before somebody somewhere deletes my poor video. I really would like to see this thing, share it with the lady and see what she's got to say. All right, guys. For now, thank you very much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow, Thursday. It's going to be a little cooler, less heat, less fuss, and I'll see you in the morning. Stay out of trouble for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.